Thank you, Troy. All right. As Troy said, my name is Thomas Marcinowski. I am founder of Veterans Memorial Reef. Veterans Memorial Reef is a 501c3 nonprofit. There we go. Mantra is those who have served continue serving. You'll understand why here in a moment. Our mission, recognize all those who served honorably. That meaning anybody who has a DD 214, if they serve 2 days or 40 years, they raise their hand for their country, they are recognized by our organization. What our 4 goals are is to recognize, commemorate, educate, and rehabilitate. So recognize, we're going to recognize every veteran who raised their hand. Other than dishonorable discharge is the only thing that disqualifies you from our organization. We recognize all vets. We even recognize service canines. Last year on our inaugural launch, we put out a service canine who had done 9 years in special operations. We commemorate them. How do we commemorate them? By taking their DD 214. On our website, we have a page called Fallen Heroes. Every veteran to me is considered a fallen hero because they were willing to raise their hand to give their life. We recognize and put on the website all the rewards and distinctions. All the rewards and distinctions with the bio is set up for a permanent location on our website for everybody to read. Why is that important? Next would be to educate. We want to educate the people why these awards are earned and what they mean. How many people in the room know what a Purple Heart is? A Bronze Star. These are things a lot of people don't understand or know why these people serve their country. So on our website, under the Fallen Heroes page, if you go to their bio page, read down all about them, and you go to the awards and hit one of those awards, it'll hyperlink you to give you a description of what that award is and why it is given to that person. If we can get the reason why they earned that award from the family or the government, we'll actually put that in there as Mr. Smith, Sergeant Smith, while under heavy fire, saved 3 of his comrades. We will actually add that in there so you can read about those people. Next is we want to work with institutions of higher learning. So what we do is we are trying to build a reef of the cremains of veterans. I'll show you a few pictures here in a moment where we entomb them into a large 2,000-pound eco-friendly marker, and we have created a reef. We have 2 sections of reef right off the coast already. I want to work with institutes of higher learning so they can begin to study reef from inception. We have reefs that have been around for thousands of years. How did they begin? What did they do? We want to be able to work with them and how can the reefs help build our ecosystem in our world. Next is rehabilitate. We want to rehabilitate because as we read, reefs are dying. Warming sensation of the world, things like that, all the global warming is starting to kill the reefs around Australia, the Caribbean, things like that. Well, if we can start them in other areas, let's do that. The way I wrote the mission statement, it does not say ocean reef. It says aquatic reef. And the reason I wrote that is everybody thinks reefs, oh, an island and all this. I want to be able to, in the future, is take one of these and put them in the Great Lakes, the Ozark River, the Mississippi, anywhere there's a body of water. All a reef is to rehabilitate ocean life or marine life. And that's our goal. So it's a 3-day event. First day is memorialized. Day 2 is ceremony. Day 3 is dedication. So when they memorialize, the families come to us. They bring their family remains. They're put into a proprietary aquatic urn, and that urn is then run into a pipe that is down in this large marker you'll see here in a minute. Then they get to make a time capsule, get to really recognize that family member. It's kind of really an honor to sit there. As they decorate and make time capsule, they start telling stories and they remember, and it sometimes makes a timeline of what that veteran did on the earth. So we have the urn and they memorialize. Next, day 2 is the ceremony. Because 4 of the 7 cemeteries in this state are closed to veterans right now. They are full. We do just like they would at Arlington Cemetery. We bring out the honor guard. Each veteran who has not had the service yet, the honor guard will go out. They will open the flag. They will present it to the family, refold it, salute it, and then give it to the family member they wish to dedicate it to. We have, we sing the national anthem. We have bagpipes and taps during the event. This is the marker we talk about. So in this, we have 2 pipes, one in the front, one in the back corner. Reason we have that is the veteran and their spouse can be put together for eternity. So anybody who's been married or is married, if the spouse is with the veteran, they realize that there's a lot of stuff that goes along with that veteran. If they can deal with a lot of those things, of the deployments, all the things that they have in their head, and sometimes the mood changes, they've earned the right to be together. Now, as I like to say, those who are married, they're in the same house, but they each have their own room. They need a little separation in there. And then day 3 is the dedication. This is where we start building the reef. All the markers are brought out on a barge, and each one is lowered as the family watches, and we do a dedication speech, and we ring a bell. Family gets to say a little prayer, throw out flowers, and then at the end of the ceremony, once they're all lowered to their final resting place, the boat captain, who's a marine merchant, merchant marine, he will circle it, blow the horn for as many veterans we put out in tribute for their final resting place. And then after the launch, one of the main things I wanted is the dedication part is we have divers who go down to each of those markers and they will position them. They will turn them to where the plaque faces east. So when that sun rises, it'll rise on that veteran and spouse every morning in tribute for their service to the country. Here's our ways of reaching us. I know it's quick, down dirty. I had 6 minutes.